It's like, what's that? And we just look at him like with our hands up, like, what does that even mean? And
which TV program have you seen that in?
No, I know. I'm like, maybe that was the case 150 years ago. It's like, and I'll never forget the worst one I ever heard. And this again, it's gonna sound like nothing to you, but he goes, you're all just a bunch of Yankee cowboys walking around with guns, shooting everything or something like that. And I can't remember his exact words, but I remember just looking at him. And I'm like, does he actually believe that we're all carrying right now? Like, is that what he's
You're
saying?
telling me you're not? Right now, in your PJs, sat in front of your computer, you're telling me you haven't got a gun within arm's reach of you. Now, I'm disappointed,
Okay,
mate.
no,
I really
no,
am disappointed.
that's not what I... That's not what I said. That's different. I'm at home now. That's different. He was saying, like, at work.
I'm sure you've got one in your desktop drawer, mate. Be surprised if you haven't.
Well...
And in your car glove compartment. And in your sock.
Maybe. In my sock. Yeah, you know, we sock carry now. That's funny.
Oh, he's trying to take that one. We're not having any of that.
Bye-bye.
Oh, there's 3 of them here.
No.
This is going to get fun.
Oh, my ship is very slow. Sock carry. Now that's a good idea. I'm going to have to talk to the guys at work about that. We're going to have to start sock carrying.
Make some sort of harness up that doesn't pull your sock down.
Well, no, it's just going to be like a little clip, kind of like a belt clip, but it's going to be a sock clip.
Yeah.
Oh. Sock carry. So
come on, I've seen your cop movies. It's got to be real life, isn't it?
I don't think so. I've never heard of sock carrying. But
oh, got me. There's 2 gunships covering each other.
Oh, there is.
Near the rock with a hole in it.
Yep, you're right. And I'm getting missiled. Oh man.
Oh, good. We're catching A off them. So long as we can just stop them taking B, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm finding a hiding.
Let the rest of our team take C, A. Well, they've got A back.
I'm trying to make them. Oh shoot.
There's someone coming. Whoa, why have I got all my power to my engine still? That was a bit silly.
Sock carry. But the thing is he didn't just say, you know, oh, you know, you carry a gun everywhere, which even like, you know, you pointed out. Well, do you have a gun at home by your desk? Well, you know, a lot of people do. It depends on where you live. If you went to Detroit, you'd understand. It's terrible. Or if you go to Texas, stuff like that, you know, they might. Or if you go to Alaska. But you know, most states don't actually, and most states would be really offended by that because people are so freaking left, liberal, freaking idiots that would like, why do you even need one, right? And then you'd feel really stupid if you said something like that because it's the opposite. You'd find people very, very much that would agree.
Yeah.
That you wouldn't need one. So you wouldn't want to say something like that, especially if you were talking to somebody that severely hates guns, that lives here. So, but that wasn't as controversial as just calling us cowboys. And I'm like, does he mean that we are literally cowboys? Like that we literally wear cowboy hats and ride horses?
Oh, see, you're bursting my bubble of my picture of what I think all Americans look like now.
No, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm only joking, mate.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
You all have the big 10-gallon hats on and your big riding slacks, cowboy boots and spurs and everything.
It's like I don't even own a cowboy hat.
You can tell me you don't have a horse now, aren't you?
And I do. No. Just cats. No, in fact, you can't own a horse here unless you have insane amounts of property. You have to have a huge chunk.
Oh yeah, horses need a lot of land, so I can understand. Otherwise, you get people with a small back garden with half a dozen horses in there.
Yeah, you get it. They get taken away. Like,
yeah.
If you tried to do that. Yeah, cowboy hats. Nobody in this state even wears You get ripped on so bad from everybody.
They'd be like, tourist.
I know, dumbass. Walking around with your camera and your cowboy hat.
The only person that wears a cowboy hat around here are tourists.
So you don't need one. I mean, the most we wear is like a baseball cap, or usually just a hood, like from our hoodie, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so. It's just so funny, but yeah, the whole thing about taking a gun to work that's like against so many rules.
I'm sure it is, mate. I'm sure it breaks every single rule going.
It does.
And then some.
Oh yeah. The only people... Okay, there's only one way to legally take a gun to work, which is if you are private security.
Policeman?
Or, I meant if you're like an employee.
Oh, sorry, okay, yeah, a security guard of some sort, I would have thought.
Yeah, you have to be specially commissioned by the employer, and that you have to have a legal thing saying, yes, I'm allowed to carry, and you have to have kind of a rules of engagement sort of a deal, like, so they have an understanding of when you'll shoot somebody. Even in a couple of cases at my work where I think they should have shot the person, they still didn't do it, and that's how careful they are. But yeah, we had an employee threatening. He was a homeless guy, and he came on our property, and he was threatening people with a knife and stuff, and he did get away. I think they could have got him in the leg if they wanted to, but they didn't, and that's how much restraint they show. But yeah, he could have killed somebody, but I don't think we ever had to deal with him again. I think they might have caught him. Actually, the cops might have finally showed up and got the guy, but we've had break-ins and all kinds of confrontations and scary stuff. In fact, we've had at least 2 or 3 dead bodies just show up at our work. And you're asking like, whoa, what the hell? Well, no, it's because we're on a river. And there's some very tall bridges nearby, and people like to fling themselves off of it.
Yeah.
So we end up with, we call them DBs, dead bodies. And everybody comes out and checks it out in the morning while they're eating their breakfast. It's weird. I don't do it, but my friends do it. Anyway, yeah. That's one of the weirder rituals. Oh, someone finally got me. Son of a bitch. Did I not hit my shields or something? At least I held it long enough, right?
I'm hiding at the moment.
Okay, I'll be there in a minute. I held it long enough. Jeez, what a mess.
Oh, he's just fecked me with it.
So that's rule number 1, because we have all kinds of weird property and leasing rules that are too complicated to work through. So we just go with the security guard rule. We actually have quite a few people with that level of clearance. Just in case, because you never know.
You probably... Do you have your managing director in your building?
No.
First person who owns the company?
No, he's in one of our main ones. We're actually in a satellite one that's kind of a couple blocks away.
Yeah, because I bet you... Normally you'll find his secretary has one outside of the office.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Just in case someone comes in the office, kicks into the office with some grudge, or you'll normally find the owner of the company, secretary, it's me going down, has one for such a means.
I wouldn't be surprised. She definitely has that look on her face. Like, even if she doesn't carry, she could just look at you.
She could kill you with a look.
She does, and she is not bad, but she I wouldn't be surprised, but the thing is, that reminds me, we actually if we ever, what do they call them, high value guests or something like that, we actually like triple, quadruple. Woo. Oh, you bitch. Oh, I beat you on kills though. Nice.
4 brute did okay on that one.
He's a feeder. No, look at that, no deaths. How does he do that? What ship is he flying on?
Bomber,
Oh,
I
okay.
expect.
Look at that, freaking
I think he went to C and held C most of the match.
0 deaths. That's